please remember to leave a like, a comment, share the video about, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Thank you. Well, isn't this just fantastic? Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at what I think is Amberlynn Reid's possibly worst month on YouTube ever. Well, 3 months potentially if what we see is believed to be true. For this we are going to go to her social blade first. On the 15th of this month, Amber started to remove content, with it increasing up until the 19th where it started to go down a bit more. View-wise, she has removed over 3.5 million views worth of content from her channel. This is a big deal. Now, last night I had tried to work out what content was missing. Perhaps some of her more noteworthy mukbangs. Maybe some of the live streams too. In truth, I don't actually know for certain what went. It could have been Shrimpgate, anything with Beck in it. It could have been anything with Emily in it, Wipey. Who knows at this stage? Ultimately, it doesn't matter. For the amount of views she removed, she didn't remove that many videos, so they had to be big videos. That much is definitively true, based on the social blade. Over on Twitter, my dear friend Sinatra had tweeted, I think Amber got demonetized. And I think that's true as well. I have often said that for Chantel or Amber to truly learn, they would have to be demonetized first. Because to take away what has made them for so long so much money will give them a chance to sit back and think, okay, I might be part of the problem. The problem with that is they are far too narcissistic in nature to actually learn from anything they've done wrong. So would they learn? No, they bloody well wouldn't. Why wouldn't they learn? Because they're Amber and Chantel. It is not in their nature to. I think if Chantel got demonetized, it would be more catastrophic. For Amber, not so much. See, Amber has made a lot of money over the years. She undoubtedly has some money squirreled away. I say some, not a lot, but enough to get by. Ish. And I say ish because Amber does have other avenues of income. Not many, but if she's smart, she'll get a PayPal set up, a Streamlabs perhaps, or a coffee. Maybe she'll even consider streaming on other platforms like Twitch, which would be a better idea for her. A backup. Restream it. Why am I giving advice to idiot? I've just realised I'm talking and I'm giving sound advice. As somebody that multi-streams on several platforms, I'm not going to give this advice to you because you're too stupid and you won't listen anyway. One of your major problems as a raging narcissist is you don't listen to anyone when they give you advice. You have to come to the conclusion yourself, which will never happen because you're too much of a raging narcissist. Kristen, Stuff K said on Twitter, had tweeted out she really is, and included a cameo. Now, I take great umbrage with creators who use Cameo in the way Amber has set it up, because Amber is charging $100 for a personalized video. $100 plus. Are you out of your freaking mind? I wouldn't even charge $5 if I set that up. Why? Because they take about a minute to make. It's really not $100 to have Amber say something to you, and Amber in the past has done cameos. She's done them before, and what she did in those videos was forget the name, mispronounce the name, and then make the video entirely about herself when she was wishing somebody happy birthday, turning it into her try-hard life story, but condensed down to a minute and a half. If you're paying $100 for a video, by the way, I'm expecting a full-blown YouTube video, at the very least. Because that, I mean, it's still more than what I make, but for that kind of money, I would expect a really good YouTube video. Back in 2022 when she did this, she charged $30 for a personal use, personalized video. Oh, how times have changed. You can tell money's tight when she's ripping people off to that amount. I do not like it when creators take advantage of the good graces of what few idiots support them. In Amber's case, a lot of idiots support Amber. Most people, though, do not. It's why when they super chat, a lot of them just throw shade at her. Rightly so and deservedly so. In this, it's not a good look in the slightest. Why? Because this is a rip-off. It's a con, a dupe. It solely exists to scam people because money is actually really tight for her. $100? I think $100 covers her DoorDashes for one day. So if she got 30 of these, that's her whole month covered. She's got to do this for 3 months, by the way, if she has been demonetized. And on that subject, I do want to say, while I do find it amusing, I cannot support it. As a fellow creator, I don't want anyone to be demonetized. I want her to learn, yes of course I do, but I don't want her to lose her major source of income because of her own stupidity. I want her to understand and listen. Problem with that is, we've seen the interactions with Tammy to confirm it, she doesn't have the mental capacity. She still has the intelligence of a teenage girl. Contrarian to the core and tries to act rebellious, but, well, as she's getting bigger, her ability to rebel is incredibly limited to her shoulders, neck and head, or what's left of her neck because it's been hidden by the south part of her head. Kristen also tweeted, before anyone celebrates too hard, yes, she'll miss December's ad revenue, but you know she'll be able to reapply for monetization in 3 months. Now there's something here we should highlight. Firstly, December is the best month to be a YouTuber, 100%. I take advantage of it, and you know I do, because I want to make the money then, because I don't make much during the year. Unless I'm directly supported by you lovely people, I really don't. January is the worst, but so is February. Right up until June, things aren't great. Okay? So we work harder-ish. Amber usually takes January off. Now Amber has been making videos-ish, she said she had in her live streams, for December. As we knew, she'd take advantage of October and November to pump it all out in December, which means her plan has just been absolutely, if true, decimated. Which means I don't think she's going to release any of those videos during Vlogmas. I don't think she'll do it, because what's the point? She'll make no money from it, perhaps keep the channel active with a couple videos here and there, but I do believe her activity will go down. Unless she's got alerts set up for direct support via PayPal and it appears on the stream screen, it is unlikely she will be as active as she has been or would ordinarily be. Don't forget last year with the whole Rarity thing, and I did check, all the Rarity videos where her crying is in it are still up. She made videos every single day. And even spoke about how if she only uploaded a 3-minute video, at least she uploaded, guys. Prior to that, she'd barely been active at all. And I'll be honest with you, Amber taking time away would further lean into anyway, her taking time off as much as she had since September anyway. She took most of it off, barely been active in October, barely been active in November. She has managed to phone it in consistently ever since the livestream era started. And I expected that because she got so much support when all the drama with Emily popped off, and then with Tammy as well. Because Amber can't handle confrontation, she was decimated as a consequence. She can't deny that part, by the way. It was demonstrably proven to be true. It was embarrassing, actually, thinking about it. Tat Von B had tweeted out a short clip. No need to be smug, Amber. You can't wipe your own booty, bish, clown face emoji. Included is a video, which in the chat she does link her Cameo quite a bit. I think she is genuinely latching onto the idea that the only way she's going to make any money now is by doing that. Now we know Chantel, when she got back to Canada, she spent a lot of money. Some had speculated several $1,000s since getting back. Chantel will be doing well enough this month that it won't be such a problem, and December as well if she stays active. January though, after YouTube Pay on January, so Feb onwards, for the first 3 to 4 months, are going to be painful. Because don't forget here, people's generosity goes out the window in January because everyone's getting ready to pay their taxes. I say everyone. In the UK, the self-employed and businesses, and those in the US, because that's the standard time to do that. She's going to struggle, 100%, unless her views are consistent, since both of them rely on a remarkably lazy format of staring at the chat and waiting for them to say something. It's not going to go well for her. In Amber's case, while waiting to be reapproved monetization, which is why the videos are more likely gone, because by deleting the videos you then delete the evidence and YouTube will suddenly think you're okay again. Amber sits there for about half an hour to 45 minutes. Chantel, up to 3 hours. Amber gets more views, but is not there as much, and we know both of them absolutely milk the ad rev. On live streams, I get 1,000 views post-stream total usually, right? That's great, it really is. My streams are between 2 and 3 hours long. I don't make that much from that, I promise. I know for a fact I don't. So I can't believe for a second, even all the ads they've inserted, that they're making that much either. So it's going to be a slog regardless. What I thought we'd do for the last part of this video is go through that video that has been tweeted out by Tat Von B to hear some of Amber's thoughts on this situation moment type deal.
At 25, and I was getting so many, it was like, honestly, like just a little bit overwhelming. And I didn't want to like skip anyone's, so.
The context for this is back when she first started doing Cameo, she got a lot of requests. Back then, much like now though, she doesn't do much, so she had no real excuse. If a video takes a minute, minute and a half in length anyway, At most, it takes 5 minutes to make. At most. You could make, I'd say safely, 10 of those an hour. Amber, though, is so low effort, so phoned in, this is what she thinks effort entails. She needs to be a bit more of a promoter to get over what is going to be a very dry spell through the very best months of YouTube, though. She needs to pull her thumb out of her rear end, essentially, because things aren't going to get any easier for her unless she sees sense.
Am I doing okay? I am. I was just on like a little bit of a break, but...
You weren't on a break. You're dossing off. October, November, December build in, like, value. Amber knows this and is phoning it in on purpose because she doesn't have to do more than the bare essentials. In January, if she was still monetized, if she's been demonetized, that is, as well, it's not going to be any easier for her. In fact, those cameos, she needs to make them all before Christmas, really, to get through January. If 2026 is not a better year for her, she's looking at an even worse year than she's ever had on YouTube. She's got to pull her thumb out of her rear end and get herself in order, because right now the only thing that's happening with her is she's getting bigger in size, which is actually quite impressive when money's getting tighter.
I'm feeling a lot better now. And then I got a little notification on my phone about Cameo, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do Cameo, and I think right now is a perfect opportunity. It's the holidays, and
you've been demonetized. It's kind of hectic. The notification was actually YouTube telling you that you were literally demonetized. Have you ever considered using what money you've made in the past to get elocution lessons? Even if you're speaking American, can it be better than the Valley Girl faux attempt you put on? We know you have a real accent in there somewhere. It would do you wonders to bring it out for once in a while. Perhaps make it once in a while on a permanent basis.
I'm trying to figure out the YouTube stuff that's going on right now. So we're gonna see like what's gonna be going on with that, and then I'll definitely give you guys an update for sure.
Those of us who have one of those play button things, we do have a slightly better or easier, allegedly, time getting hold of people at YouTube to try and get back sooner. Some people do anyway. It's easier apparently for us than it is for the lowly plebeians that don't have one. Spoilers, that's a load of bollocks. If she has been demonetized, it will be for 3 months. You'll know when she's been remonetized because she'll be celebrating. But usually you can appeal things to an extent. If she cries hard enough, she might get somewhere. She, after all, does hit certain markers, criteria.
Demonized? Lipstick shade? I'm wearing like 3 different ones, actually. But oh my god, it's so hard to keep up because I didn't put on slow mode. Maybe I can do that real quick.
I'm assuming we've all noticed that ever since Amber came back, she's gotten bigger and bigger as time has gone by. I don't even need to do a time lapse because the majority of people who have seen her content know exactly what I'm talking about. Maybe demonetization might do us some good because then she won't be ordering 3 to 4 times a day food from fast food joints. I'm not okay with her being demonetized. Again, I'm really not. But you never know. Maybe she'll stop with the cheat codes. Stop wasting money on it anyway. In favour of actually doing the cheaper alternative that requires effort. A lofty one, I know, but really you should go to the gym. It's the right season. Shred-Sember is just around the corner. I highly recommend it. Everyone should. Shred-Sember, then you earn your Moistmas meal.
Have I ever tried keto? I have, yes.
Amber has tried every single diet that's ever existed ever, and failed every single one. But mostly because she treats it like a trinket diet, and when she fails once on it, puts on a little bit of weight, which is very easy for her to do because of how much she eats. She quits it, because it's not working out for her, guys. Don't forget here, she has failed Ozempic twice, or is it semaglutide twice and Ozempic once. She has failed the cheat code 3 times. The scientific method has been exhausted. It came to the conclusion, you fat.
No, someone said demonized. Everyone else is saying demonetized, but someone saw demonized and it made me laugh, so that's why I read that one out loud. I don't have members right now, XL Hoodie. Sorry, love. Sorry. I'm going to try to get it figured out, and then we're going to try to get members back for sure.
Oh, so you have been demonetized then? Okay, you could have just lent into that. Because I know while the internet, many within will be celebrating, I'm not. I won't be. Learn from this mistake, one that you have created. Don't forget here, the majority of people that watch you hate your guts. Be a better person. Don't act like you're above everyone, because you are just as muggle as everyone else. Grow up a little. Use this as an opportunity to act your age for a change, and not somebody who wishes they were 20 years younger. Although if you looked like this 20 years ago, oh Nelly, you were definitely unlovable and most certainly uneffable. Now, we are at the end of this video. I would love to know what you all think. Please do let me know in the comments down below. If I don't see you later on Twitch for some God of War, yes, we're playing that. I hope you will have a marvellous day, and thank you so much for listening.